What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here, back with the Montreal Canadiens GM mode. Last time we went on a decent streak, I guess, of wins. Got a couple losses in there, but we're at 37, 24, and 5 at the moment. We're at the trade deadline. I took a good hard look, and I'm not gonna make any deals. Not gonna make any deals. Here was my reasoning. I'll just show you guys quick. So basically, our top 6 players, they're all fairly even players. They're all pretty close overall wise. I mean, it ranges from 84 Atkinson. We got 3 86s, and then we got Druin, who's an 87, and Galchenyuk, who's an 89. So basically, all of them have 40 or better points, which in 66 games, that's not bad. You know, it's not terrible. It's like 2 out of 3 games you're getting a point out of them, which is, you know, at any given point is pretty good for a team. Plus we have CC, who is 46 points as well. So we got 7 players with 40 or better points, which is just phenomenal. Like, that's a great. Yeah, nobody's standing out, but you know what? Because I think all of our players are pretty much close in terms of overall wise. I mean, it's not a very big range. It's a 5 overall range between our top 6 players. So, you know what? I figured I'm just gonna, you know, just roll with it. I mean, we're getting points out of everybody, which is working out nicely, and yeah, I think that's the way we're gonna roll. Second off, I've decided to name our new captain, and I know people are gonna possibly be upset because you guys were at the start of the year, and then I decided, well, whatever, I'm not gonna make a captain until later on. I was gonna decide at the All-Star game, but no one was really standing out. Everyone was doing pretty terrible. But I've decided to stick with my guns. I'm going with Jonathan Druin. Our team, you know, struggled at times, but he has pulled through and is kind of leading us. I mean, he's only 4 points better than Pacioretty. But our other candidates were Galchenyuk or Subban. And now Galchenyuk, he's starting to pick it up for sure. He's starting to pick it up, but he's just not being the guy we need him to be. And I mean, after a guy who's, I mean, constantly getting 70 or better points, I mean, he still could possibly get it. He's going to have a tear of a, you know, last, I think, 16 games. He's going to have a tear. He's going to have to get 30 points, which is, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. He'll probably finish with 50, 55 points. And then Subban was our other, I mean, a player like him, his production definitely dropped. His plus-minus is still decent. But his penalty minutes, holy frick, man. 66 games, 107 PIMs. This has just not been a good year for him penalty-wise. It's just, I don't know. Out of all 3 candidates, I felt like Druin was the best one. I mean, CC definitely could be a candidate maybe for an assistant captain now, but, I mean, he's doing pretty good for us. But we've only had him like 1 year, basically. I guess 2 years, but he is definitely improving. Maybe next year we can look at that again, but in terms of this year, Jonathan Druin is my go-to guy, and yeah, that's how she's going to be. So, as far as I recall, I think Carey Price has 2 losses, I believe. No, wait. No. We had Frankie in for 1, 2 losses, then Price went in, lost. Yeah, so I'm going to, because Palaz's, his stats are just so much, like, they're pretty much better than Price this year. I'm going to go to 2 losses per goalie and see what happens. I mean, we've slowly reduced Carey Price's, yeah, I'm just going to go through the trade deadline because I don't need to make any deals. I'm pretty much reducing Carey Price's games just because, I mean, he's performing, but it's kind of selective. It's not, like, we've always had a consistency problem, and Carey Price he's having that problem this year for sure. Palazes has played less games, and he's pretty much almost got the exact same amount of wins. I mean, Price has 21 wins. We played 37 games, so that's pretty much splitting the wins almost. You know, so I feel like Palazes is definitely he's proven that he's a goalie for sure. Like, he's our backup goalie, but he's definitely proven he can play. He's only 81 overall, which is ridiculous. And I'm kind of leaning more and more towards really debating next year if our goalie in the AHL, our rookie goalie, this is his first year. He's playing in the AHL. He's got, I don't know how many wins he's got, but He's a 72 right now. I think he's 19. Really debating if he shoots up to mid-80s next year, which I don't know if that's possible. I mean, Zeroni shot up quite a bit, but if he shoots up, I don't know what I'm even going to do, you know. I mean, Price is in his last year of his contract. I mean, do we extend him? Do I do the same thing as Zeroni? I don't know. So, Price, we're going to keep him in for one loss and go back to Palaz's 2-2 down the stretch here. We only got 16 games. I mean, we'll see what happens. Going into playoffs, maybe we'll make the decision. I'll let you guys leave me some comments below to see who do you think should be the starting goalie into the playoffs. I'm probably going to go with Price. I don't know. He's been a great playoff performer, so yeah. All right, let's get into the last 16 games of the season. All right. Big series of events coming down the stretch here. We got the Islanders and big 3-1 victory. Yes. All right. New York Rangers 3-2 victory. Yes. Hopefully we can make up some ground on some of these teams that are ahead of us. Buffalo, nope. 3-2 loss. Damn it. I think yeah. All right. We're going to switch Palazes back in. Palazes is going back in the net. Big win, Palazes. 5-2, all right. 4-3 loss to the Rangers. Boston Bruins, 3-2 victory. All right. Taking on the Ottawa Senators, the best team in our... Or, well, not the best team. They're ahead of us a little bit. 4-0 loss. Can't get mad at Palazes. We didn't score any goals. Okay, come on, Price. 2-0 loss. No goals again. 1-0 loss. No goals again. Oh my god. So 3 straight games of no goals. Can't blame Price for that, but still. Boston 3-2 victory. Toronto, I'm gonna leave Price in. Wow, 3-2 loss. All right, so whatever. Put Palazes back in here. I guess for the end of the season here. 3-2 win over Anaheim. Big 3-2 victory. We got 4 games left. Edmonton 3-1 victory. Vancouver 5-2 win. Excellent. Philly 5-4 win. And last game against Pittsburgh. 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 4-2 loss. All right, so I'm just going to sim a little bit here, and we'll wrap up the season. All right, so we're done the season. We've got one last scouting assignment, I guess, or 2 more, depending on how far. If we're in the playoffs, I would assume we're in the playoffs. I was looking more so at... yeah, these guys are looking good, you know, honestly. These guys are looking good over here. I'm kind of curious as the goalie, but we got a pretty good goalie in the wings. I think this is going to be a forward draft for us. A forward draft. Definitely. What kind of stats do we have for this guy? He's not bad. He's actually not bad at all. Alright. Forwards. Like so. 6 weeks. Let's check out the OHL, I guess. Haven't really gone there at all. Alright, so Palazes finished the season off. He went... How many wins did he get? 1, 2, 3, 4. He went 4-1 in the last 5. That's pretty good. See who we take on in the playoffs. I'm assuming we made the playoffs. I mean, we still had 46 wins. We still had a good season, for sure. Druin didn't really score that many goals down the stretch. I was kind of hoping for a bit more after putting the C on his chest. Are we going to face... Galchenyuk definitely got some more... Yeah, I think we finished 4th and 5th. At the start of the year, everybody's 50 wins. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're taking on the... I'm assuming we're 5th place. On Ottawa, probably finished 4th. Okay, I'm going to leave the goalie thing up in the air for now. Awards, playoff tree. Okay, let's look at the playoff tree. So, here's the playoff tree. In the West, we got Dallas, Chicago, Edmonton, San Jose, Nashville, Phoenix, Anaheim, Columbus. In the East, we have Toronto, Carolina, Winnipeg, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Florida, and Ottawa and Montreal. So, yeah, we finished 5th We had more wins than Ottawa, but they had more OT losses. I was kind of surprised at the lack of OT losses. We lost a lot of one-goal games, but yeah, none of them were OT losses, which a little bit disheartening, I guess. In the NHL, we actually finished 7th best, which is pretty solid. Goals for, respectable, 2.72. That's not bad. 10th. Goals against, we definitely finished, we got a lot better, so we finished 3rd best in the league, 2.29. Power play, 17.3. We kind of kept around 17 there, which actually it looks like a lot of teams did pretty solid. Like, that's a pretty good record for power play. PK wise, wow, we actually ended up finishing first, 86.4 on the PK. That's pretty good, you know. I'm pretty happy with that. Home, 27, 12, and 2. That's a pretty good record. Away, we were pretty much, well, I guess if you count overtime losses, we were under 500. Not a big deal. 5 and 5 in the last 10, and four of those losses were all Price. No, 3 of them. 3 of them were Price? I don't even know. Anyways, Price did not do good when I put him in the net there. Palace has lost there. I put him in at Anaheim. I kept Price in because I thought Toronto would be a big game, but he ended up just losing it. 4-0. Well, no, that was a Palace's game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then I put Price in. I mean, you can't blame the goalie when you don't score for 3 games in a row. Beat Boston, that was a pretty big game, and then we lost to freaking Toronto by a goal. Ugh. God. You know? Brutes. Player stat. Let's go with the player stats of the season. I might check out the AHL team to see how they're doing too. Quickly, but I mean, this isn't a very big stretch of games at the end of the year. 16 games, which, you know, I think we did fairly decent. But 82 games. Yeah. So Jonathan Drouin finished with 60 points. Yeah. Whatever. He had the most goals on the team. Atkinson finished 2nd on the team on the second line. Pacioretty finished 3rd with 56. Plekanec 54. Bergeron with 53. Ceci with 51 points. I thought he actually would have got a bit more. Surprisingly, he didn't. What did he get? He had 46 when we checked last time. What, he got 5 points in the last 12 games? Oh my god. Galchenyuk, I don't know what happened this year. 50 points. What the hell happened? And knowing how this game works, he is a 4.5 green star, but because he dropped 20 points, he's probably going to drop like 2 or 3 overall. I wouldn't doubt it. Probably going to be terrible. Runeblad had 44. I mean, that's not bad. That's like a point every 2 games. Subban 39, pretty much the same. His Pims still struggling. I don't even know what to say about that. Pumple, 32 points. Not bad as a rookie. He had 18 goals, which helped out quite a bit. Sutter, 31 points. Our third line did help out. 24 points for Bournemouth. Our third line definitely helped us out. Seabrook had a pretty good year, I guess. Pretty good game. Nick Leddy didn't have the best season. I mean, he was stuck with a rookie, so whatever. You know, I kind of expected it a little bit better, but you know, I kind of just threw Morgan Ellis in there just because. I mean, he was 81, and I figured, you know what, we'll give Beaulieu one more season, see how he does. Armstrong, White, and Dogovan. You know, they didn't have a great year. Their plus minus got better, definitely. Armstrong finished with 11 points. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Power play goals. Drouin, I don't know. I probably should have kept him up forward. That actually might have helped. I threw him on D because we weren't getting traffic or whatever, you know, to the net. Not a lot of stuff going on. So, goalie-wise. So, Price played 48 games. Palace has played 35. I don't know how that works out. I don't think that does work out. That's over 82 games. Obviously, I'm assuming one of them jumped in for the other one. So, Palace has finished under 2 goals against. Price 2.35, which isn't bad, you know. Price has slowly, progressively gotten worse. He's played less and less games just because he's gotten worse. And I don't know if maybe it's because he's playing less games, but he went 2.08, Vezina Trophy, didn't win the Vezina, and yeah, absolutely did not win the Vezina. Goals against obviously has gotten better, but he's played less games. Save percentage, yeah, it's been getting worse and worse. He's just gone downhill. Like 8 shutouts, 13 shutouts, 3 shutouts, 3 shutouts. It's friggin' ridiculous. That's horrible. Like, you're not going to get games if you don't perform. That's pretty much how I'm going to look at it. Frankie Frank, though, went 22, 12, and 1. That's a pretty good record. That's almost a 2-to-1 ratio in net, which is pretty solid. 9.336 save percentage, pretty solid. I mean, he only had one shutout, but the rest of the stats speak for themselves. He had a pretty good year as a backup goalie, you know. And you could argue that he was more than a backup goalie because, I mean, he pretty much almost played half the games. So that's the first question I want you guys to leave me in the comments. Who should I start in the playoffs? Price, a proven playoff goalie. He's played really well in the playoffs for us. We won 2 cups with him, and then last year not so much. But look at his stats. I mean, he's been a playoff player. He's won 2 Conn Smites for us in the Stanley Cup years that we won. Or do I go with Frankie Frank, the guy with the hot hand? I mean, look at it. He's got some really good stats. His poise is really low, which kind of scares me. And he really hasn't played any. He has no playoff experience. But season-wise, he had a pretty good year this year. I don't know. So do I go with the proven guy or do I go with the guy with the hot hand, the guy who's playing pretty good? I don't know. I want you guys to let me know that. And then we'll go with the overall goals and such. Overall points, I guess, and whatnot. The NHL, there we go. Okay, points-wise, 82 games. Taves at 85. I was actually debating getting Taves, but didn't end up doing that. Ratty, 81. Tavares, 81. And, yeah, it's kind of bad because, like, our closest guy had 60 points, which is way down the list. I mean, obviously, we had a lot of guys put in points, but I would have liked to at least have one guy stand out. I was hoping Galchenyuk would have had a better year. Whatever. Goals, Ovechkin finished with 39. Druin, obviously, 34. So, I mean, he finished 7th overall, which, I mean, obviously, a lot of the guys actually had a bit of a reduced goal scoring this year. Ovechkin had 48 last year, 39 this year. And Druin had 43 last year and 34 this year. I mean, he's constantly a 30 goal scorer. He hasn't had a year under 30 goals, but I would have liked to see a bit better for him. Not a big deal, though. Assists-wise, Jonathan Taves had 64, which is pretty solid. I think Galchenyuk had like 46. Maybe he didn't. Maybe where the heck is Galchenyuk? I thought he had 46. 43? Where is he? Yeah, 43. Yeah, it'd be nice if he scored a little bit, too. 7 goals for a season isn't, especially for one of your better players. Penalty minutes, Mickelrath. All right, sweet. Plus minus. Oh, I went to power play goals. Plus minus, Morgan Riley. Power play, I might actually put Druin on the front of the power play because he only got, like, I think he had 5 goals at was it the All-Star break? Yeah, I think it was the All-Star break. He had 5 goals. After putting him on the point, he didn't really do a whole lot. Maybe he got more assists that way, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at defensemen here. Defensemen. Right wingers. Defensemen. All right, points. Morgan Riley finished with the most points. CC finished 3rd with 51. Actually tied for 2nd, I guess you could say. Pitkanen. Wow. Okay. Okay, Pitkanen. Still showing he can win. Who had the most goals? Carlson. All right. Plus minus. Wow. Okay, I thought CC would have been up there. I guess not. Power play goals? Nope. Probably Morgan Riley will win the Norris, I would assume. He had the best points out of or best stats, I guess, out of everyone. Goalie-wise, I can't really get into that because we definitely had some problem with goalies. Palazes, I mean, for how many games he played, he had a pretty good stats. I mean, he was among the best. Zeroni had a pretty good year. 1.98, 32, 17. He only played 55 games, though. Shutouts, Charlie Millen of the Ottawa Senators. Is this guy a 5-star? Or is 4.5 star? He's a pretty good goalie. How old is he? 25. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Rookie skaters, points. Ty Ratty, okay, he's got to be in his mid-20s. 25, yeah, that's not very fair. Oh, he's got pretty good stats. His shooting stats are ridiculous, but 25 years old isn't very... Grangarenko, really? You're finally breaking into the league? We're in year 6, bro. Where have you been? I mean, people had 32 points, and I guess he's 25 as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I was gonna actually just quickly take a look at our AHL stats, and then I'll end it because getting around 20 minutes here. Hurry up, you son of a gun! You're going too slow. Da 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 da. There we go. Beaulieu, another solid season so far. 54 points. Hopefully he jumps up to a mid-80s. That'd be nice. Lindholm, 48 points. He might actually jump up as well. Yeah, he's been doing pretty good too. Hetherington, also not bad on defense. Freeberg, Maroon, Chaput, Ekblad, 30 points. How did he do last year? I think he had more. Yeah, he definitely had more points. Vertanen, yeah, I think he's on the first line too. I don't know what he's doing. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing. Let's look at our goalies here. Furnace, 2.36, 32, 32, and 5. Not bad, I guess, for a rookie. It's decent. You know, his stats are better than Price's. Tell you what. Anyways, let me know in the comments who you think I should start in net. Price or Palizes, our proven goalie. I don't know. Hot hand or proven goalie. I'm kind of stuck in the middle of that decision. Anyways, we'll do the playoffs next time. Thanks for watching, guys.